about that mile high magic. You can feel it in the air, in the altitude. Feel it when you can't breathe.
Life in a barrel. Life in a barrel. Life in a barrel.
What it do, Broncos country? Welcome to your number one source for Broncos news, takes, and opinions. This is Life in a Barrel. Inspired by the legacy of the late Broncos superfan Tim Barrelman McKernan, we seek to give you raw, educated, and unfiltered Denver Broncos opinions. I am your host. I go by the name of Town, and joining me as always, you know him, you love him. Please welcome Mr. Tariq Hatchet Young to the show. Reek, how you doing this week, man?
Jazz hands. No, I'm just playing.
Jazz hands. Jazz hands.
You know, I'm feeling good. Birthday tomorrow, 27.
Oh,
Another year.
we got birthday man in the house,
Yeah.
man. Well, happy birthday from us here at Life in a Barrel, man. We wish you nothing but the best in your Darren Williams year, man.
Only getting older. Scary
Your
out
Steve
here.
Atwater year. Your No Sean Moreno year.
My me year. So,
That's what's up, man. But how was your week, man? Did you have a good week?
no, it's been pretty depressing, you know. No Broncos football, so Super Bowl's gonna be here in a couple days. It's been taking forever. Ready to get over it. So we can get in the off season and see what we're gonna cook up.
Yeah, Super Bowl time is here. It's bittersweet seeing it, you know, knowing that we really could have been talking about us playing this week. It's heartbreaking, but you know, that's just the nature of football. Heartbreaks happen. You got to move on and you got to plan for the future. And, you know, that's what we do around here. And speaking of the future, Reek, did you know that once we get to 100 subscribers, we're giving away a Broncos jersey?
I did know that. So people come subscribe to the YouTube page. I don't even know where we at right now, but as soon as we get to 100, all you got to do is put your name in for the drawing, and you get a free jersey personally from us for free. Free 99.
Free 99.
No, you won't have to pay shipping, handling, none of that.
Do we have an idea what jersey that might be?
Jersey of their choice. Just because
Jersey of
I'm the man of the people.
Jersey of your choice is crazy.
But it has to be Broncos. It's not going to be any other team.
Oh, well, of course.
I don't get down like that.
Of course. And if you win, you know, you can feel free to wear it backwards like I do. That's if you want old white men yelling at you.
Especially during Black History Month.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. And we're a couple weeks removed from the AFC Championship game, man. So how are you feeling after that loss? You still feeling some type of hurt about that?
It just makes me sick Bo couldn't play. That's a whole different game if Bo plays, but, you know, all we can do is focus on next year and build to get back there and get the Super Bowl. The pieces are there. We just got to add a couple more pieces.
Mm-hmm. We need some weapons.
Yes. On the offensive side of the ball, we need we're going to have to go shop for a receiver because it's killing me. It's killing me.
Well, with Mr. Unlimited off the books this year, we can go spend $30 million on a receiver.
You know, everybody's been talking about possibly getting George Pickens because him and Bo have some history together.
I don't know how I feel about George Pickens.
Yeah, I don't know. I just seen that they've been talking about we could land George Pickens because they got a little history together, considering they played high school football together.
Okay, well, we're getting a little too far in the future. Let's rein it back now, and let's talk about what's going on right now in Broncos world, and not just Broncos world, NFL world right now is the coaching carousel. You know, between the time the playoffs end and the time the Super Bowl starts, you have a lot of teams fire and rehire their entire staff. And like I said, it's a carousel. People, no one expected John Harbaugh and Mike Tomlin to not be the coach of their respective teams this year.
Some of them are some bad breakups. That's the last thing I expected for Harbaugh to be gone, but I had a feeling Tomlin was ready to be done just because they haven't been able to build to find that guy to take over since Big Ben left. So
yeah, they know Aaron isn't quite the guy, and Mason Rudolph behind him is not the answer either. But you know, the day after we filmed last week, the Denver Broncos announced that they had fired offensive coordinator Joe Lombardi, wide receiver coach Kiri Colbert, and cornerback coach Addison Lynch following the loss to the Patriots. What's your reaction to that?
It surprised me for everybody besides Lombardi being gone. Lombardi, I seen the writing on the wall, especially because Davis Webb's been getting all the job interviews to become head coaches and offense coordinators at other places. So I don't think the Broncos wanted to lose him. But besides that, the two other ones, it surprised the hell out of me. I was like, what'd they get fired for?
Yeah. Oh, I mean, honestly, I look at the receiver room, Kerry Colbert, and somebody had to atone for them drops. And unfortunately, it happened to be him. His name was on
Yeah.
the chopping block. And, you can't have the receiver room underperform in that way and not make changes of some sort.
Yep. It honestly caught me off guard with that one. I was like, oh, they did it before making a change at receiver. So I know
Yeah.
they're going to bring a new coach in, but are they going to
Mhm.
make any changes in the receiver room and make some trades? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna make some moves. But for me, Joe Lombardi, I think he was a bit of a scapegoat, if you're asking me.
Yeah, I think he was too.
Sean Payton he is the offense.
It's his offense.
It's his offense, exactly. And he's not gonna fire himself. The offense underperformed this year. With the exception of Bo. Bo was lifting all bows. Could you imagine if we get some real weapons in here?
Exactly. The play call, he's got to take responsibility for the play calling. Because I know he wasn't giving Joe Lombardi the opportunity to run plays. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
From the screens we were running to the trick plays, like you got to take accountability for it.
Yeah. And then I'm going to be honest. Addison Lynch was the surprise to me. Quarterbacks played well this year for the most part and really did nothing to lose us games in the ways that the receiver room did. So this was surprising, but there could be some personal issues. I mean, there's so much that goes into these decisions that we have no idea about.
Yeah, a lot of stuff behind closed doors. I think our secondary, when it comes to the corners, they played very good this past season. Even though the refs gave Riley Moss hell all year, our corners played a fantastic job in my eyes this year. So
yeah, they did. The whole secondary, but I'm going to be 100% honest. It was very obvious that Brandon Jones was not out there the last third of the season.
Oh yeah, his presence was missing a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell because even in the run game, he's there to make plays. Like
he's a thumper. He's gonna come down. He's gonna knock the fuck out of you.
Yeah, so his presence was very missed. I'll be grateful to have him back next season
for sure. But on the other side, there were several Denver Broncos coaches that interviewed for other positions recently. This is a little interesting. Defensive coordinator Vance Joseph had several head coaching interviews. As you know, he was once like a head coach here with the Broncos, but he interviewed with the Cardinals, Giants, Raiders, Titans, Ravens, and Falcons. All those vacancies have since been filled, and he will remain in Denver as defensive coordinator pending any future changes. What's your thoughts on Vance staying in Denver for another year?
I'm glad Vance decided to stay. I think the guys, everybody on defense loves him. They love the system that he plays in. I saw something earlier where it said Hufanga and Dre Greenlaw said this is probably the most difficult defense they've ever played on when it comes to studying it because it's way more complex than what they ran in San Francisco. So them guys able to learn it in the 1 year that they've been here. It just shows you that Vance is a great coach. I know he eventually wants to be head coach again somewhere, but I'm grateful that he stayed because everyone believes in him.
Yeah, and anybody in the know will tell you that Vance didn't really get a fair shot to be the true head coach of the team during that time while he was here, that he was answering to Elway and the trust. So
a lot of problems with that back in the day.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of issues, but let's move on to the next coach that I don't think he quite interviewed for a head coaching job, but he was definitely on the board. And I am talking about special teams coordinator Darren Rizzi, who was on the board for the Giants head coaching job, man. What are your thoughts on that?
Don't go to the Giants. I'm glad he didn't go. 99 problems, and they'll make you the scapegoat over there. It's cutthroat. I don't know who's worse, New York media or Philadelphia media. It's better. It's better that he just stays.
For sure. I think he's finally gotten special teams to a decent point. I remember a couple years ago when Sean Payton first took over, our special teams was atrocious.
Hot ass garbage.
Yeah, it was horrible. So it seems like it's in a stable place now. So I'm glad that he is also staying. So, shout out to you, Darren Rizzi. Moving on, defensive back coach and assistant head coach Jim Leonhard interviewed for the Jets defensive coordinator job and also drew interest from the Cowboys. Former player himself, knows the game well. What are your thoughts on Jim Leonhard?
Stay where you at. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. I'm gonna say for all these guys, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I get it. You want to move up, do bigger and better, but going to the teams, that's just not it. It's not worth the pain. It's not worth the headache.
Yeah. Those are some names, but there's one name I didn't mention that I really want to talk about. And that is Davis Webb, who served as the quarterback coach and pass game coordinator for the past 3 years. He interviewed for several head coaching positions, including the Ravens, the Bills, and even the Raiders, who ended up hiring Gary Kubiak's son. So I don't know how I feel about that. But he was also interviewing for an offensive coordinator position with the Giants, a team he once played quarterback for. Despite all the external interests, Webb chose to take the promotion right here in Denver and accept the offensive coordinator position with the Broncos. What are your thoughts and reactions to Davis Webb staying in Denver?
Thank God, because if he went to the Raiders, they were going to get their asses kicked 2 times a year. So he was smart and thought about it.
Yeah,
that's why the Raiders did it. They did it on purpose. Maybe we can get some intel on him, so we'll hire him.
I could see it. Raiders are so surface level.
Somebody's probably gonna get mad at this, but oh well. Cry me a river,
bro. I could give a fuck less. Davis Webb staying is huge for Bo Nix. Another year operating under the same offense, but what difference can he make as coordinator though? If it really is Sean's offense.
Give him a chance. You obviously made him a coordinator for a reason, so give him an opportunity to cook up some plays. I feel like we didn't have too many explosive plays this year, and I think you give a young guy like that an opportunity, he's going to make come up with some explosive plays for the offense, which we need desperately.
And, truthfully, like Sean does not come up with these game plans by himself. They all sit in the meetings together and they all figure it out. So I'm hoping that Davis has a little bit of a louder voice in the room to be able to kind of rein Sean in when Sean's on his bullshit sometimes.
Exactly, because you can only do so much as a quarterback's coach, but now that you're an offensive coordinator, he should be able to have some more input.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. Reek, 2025 was a hell of a season for the Denver Broncos, man. On top of all the plethora of Pro Bowl, All-Pro players, and a whole other list of accomplishments the Broncos tallied up this year, there's 2 more awards that dropped since last week that are Broncos related. There's a brand new award in the NFL, specifically aimed at offensive linemen and celebrating their ability to protect the quarterback. And in the inaugural year of the award, 2 Denver Broncos were nominated for the NFL's Protector of the Year. I want to take this time to give a huge mile-high salute to the Belly, Quinn Miners, and the best left tackle in the league, Garrett Bowles, on the accomplishment. We will be rooting for you here in Broncos country. But Reek, what is your response to this acknowledgement that these 2 truly are some of the best in the league at protecting the quarterback?
Hell yeah. They're 2 of the best in the league. And it's about time offensive linemen have got in the acknowledgement they deserve, because I've always been told no line, no shine for the offense. So to see 2 Broncos be up for the award, it's great, because we got a bigger chance of winning the award if you ask me.
Yeah, 40%, man.
I'm pretty sure one of them should be able to win it. I'm gonna be biased. I don't see why they shouldn't win it, but you know how the NFL media and everything.
Yeah. So. It is what it is, but regardless, the Broncos offensive line, despite having some injuries early and throughout, they had a really solid year keeping Bo up. But a lot of that too is Bo's pocket awareness and his ability to move around. Because we saw when Jarrett Stidham got in, he did not have that same pocket presence, and it wasn't pretty.
I don't even want to think about it. All I can think of is that defensive line on the Patriots sitting there talking shit, talking about, this is what one of the best offensive lines look like. Like, sir, we were playing with a backup quarterback. You should just be even grateful to be at the Super Bowl. You better hope you don't lose. That's the best thing I can tell you.
Yeah. And, again, congrats to Quinn Miners and Garrett Bowles, but we're not quite done talking about Bowlesy. This week, he also received a very prestigious honor from the NFL for his work in the community. Garrett Bowles was awarded the NFL Players Association's 2026 Alan Page Community Award for his work with the Bjoram and Bowles Childhood Apraxia Training Center in Parker, Colorado. Bjoram and Bowles works with children suffering from childhood apraxia of speech, a rare neurological disorder affecting the brain's ability to plan and form the correct mouth movements for speech. This is a very personal matter for Garrett, as his son Kingston suffers from the disorder. We want to give a huge mile-high salute to not just you, Garrett, but everyone involved at Bjoram and Bowles for the work they do changing lives. Congrats, Garrett Bowles, 2026 Alan Page Community Award winner. Mile-high salute to you, sir.
Man of the people. I love it. Man of the people.
He was also the Broncos nominee for the Walter Payton Man of the Year this year, was he not?
Yes, he was. I love that. I love that. Always giving back to the community. Shout out to GB. He's been here long enough. This is pretty much his second home. We appreciate all the work he does, especially I know I do. So keep it up. Hopefully you win Walter Payton Man of the Year award. You earned it. You deserve it.
Yeah, you definitely deserve it, man. We'll be rooting for you in all the awards that you're up for. Again, congratulations. Mile high salute to you, sir. But Reek, we gonna travel from where we're at here in Denver, and we gonna travel to Santa Clara, California.
Did somebody say Bad Bunny? What?
I mean, shit. Yeah, that would be the reason I'm watching. And we talking about Super Bowl 60. You have the New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. Now, normally, yes, we cover the Denver Broncos here, and we would not be paying attention to a Patriots versus Seahawks game. But being that, the Super Bowl is the crown jewel of the sport, we'd be mistaken to not cover it at least a little bit. Biggest game of the year is back. Lombardi Trophy on the line. What do you see being the key to whoever wins this game?
Whoever performs better on offense. If New England plays the way they played against us, they can forget that Super Bowl.
I'm a be a total smart ass and say that my biggest being the key to whoever wins this game is whoever scores the most points.
Yeah, because hopefully their receivers have a better game, but I think JSN's going to cook.
Who's your X factor if you're talking JSN?
JSN, but to be honest, I think this is the moment to crown Sam Darnold as the quarterback who lost everything and found a way to earn it back.
I appreciate the Cinderella stories that happen when, quarterbacks come in and they don't perform well with the team that drafted them super early, and go to another team and they sit for a while, and then they go to another team after, football rehab, and they succeed. You see it happen throughout the league a lot. But is it time that we just admit that the NFL has a quarterback development problem?
I truly think they do. It's crazy because you're giving the keys to a 21-year-old and you and the fan base is expecting them to go out there and just win a Super Bowl in their first couple of years. But it's not like that. You have to build players around that team, around that player. You got to get them great weapons. You gotta get them great coaches, because without great coaching, you don't get that far. And to see Sam Darnold go from playing on the terrible ass Jets to seeing him now playing in Seattle with a great team, a great head coach, great coordinator, it's something special.
Yeah, it really is. I agree wholeheartedly, man. And in terms of my X factor, I don't really have an X factor in this game, but let me tell you what I am looking forward to is the matchup between Patriots cornerback Christian Gonzalez and Seahawks wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba, two of the best at their positions in the league, going head to head, and that's going to be a hell of a matchup.
It's going to be a show. He's going to have to travel everywhere with JSN because they throw him in the slot too, and they'll throw him in the backfield. They're going to find a way to get him involved regardless. New England they just going to have to make plays. That's the way I see it.
Who wins this?
I got Seattle winning.
You got Seattle winning?
I got Seattle winning. I'm gonna say 24-14.
Okay, so you got a 10-point win.
I got a 10-point win.
I don't think it's gonna be that far of a score. I mean, that far apart of a score. Truthfully,
I'm just hating from the last game.
Hey, no, I feel you, but truthfully, I don't give a flying fuck who wins this game. That's the attitude that I had the last time that the Patriots and the Seahawks were in the Super Bowl. I didn't give a fuck then. I don't give a fuck now. But being that, we are doing what we do, and it is my job to make a prediction, I will say that Seattle wins this game 27-21. It's going to be a close one.
As long as the Patriots don't win, I'm cool.
I don't even want Seattle to win. Fuck Seattle too.
I'm just on the Sam Darnold wagon right now,
No, I feel you. If there's any reason that I'm rooting for Seattle, it would be because I want Sam Darnold to do well.
Plus, he'd be the first quarterback in the class of 2018 to win a Super Bowl before Baker and Lamar.
Yep. That would be wild.
Who would have thought?
The Jets would have drafted a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
Man.
Who would have thought that? Damn.
They sick in New York. They got Justin Fields.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad we drafted PS2 over Justin Fields. I was upset at the time.
Thank God, because man, it just makes me sick. We could have drafted Justin Jefferson and we passed up on him. That's the one that makes me sick.
Who did we draft in front of him? I can't remember.
Jerry Jeudy.
It was Jeudy, wasn't it? That's right. Damn. Justin Jefferson was the second round pick, wasn't he? Or was he he's the tail end of the first?
I think he's the tail end of the first.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that was a crazy wide receiver class, man. Henry Ruggs, Jerry Jeudy, CeeDee Lamb.
You know what's crazy? I saw some Drew Lock highlights earlier from when he played on the Broncos, and I was like, holy fuck, could you imagine if Sean Payton was his coach?
Yeah, he got the raw end of the deal with Vic Fangio as his coach.
Like, the talent was there, but if he had better coaching.
Yeah. But the fucked up part was he had a good coach who ran an offense to his system in Rich Scangarello. Scangarello and Fangio did not get along at all. They did not like each other in the slightest. So after Drew Lock took over and he had those 4 or 5 games where he did tremendously well in Scangarello's offense, he fired him and brought in Pat Shurmur the next year.
Ass. Every time I hear his name, I just think ass. That's why CU was ass.
Yeah. Oh man, but you know what? You brought up CU, so there's a Broncos connection this week. I gotta make it. Garrett Bowles caught a touchdown pass, man, from Shador Sanders in the flag football game.
Perfect
timing. See that?
Perfect timing. I don't even pay attention to Pro Bowl no more.
You see, I don't either. Like, I'm not gonna be watching it, to be 100% honest with you. I don't know many people that are gonna be watching it. It's become a bit of a pariah.
I was shook to even hear Shador became a Pro Bowler. I said, damn, so everybody opted out.
Shador was shook to hear Shador became a Pro Bowler. He knows damn well he ain't supposed to be here. He's just like, man, they brought me here because the name.
Because everybody else opted out. But hey, shout out to him. He a Pro Bowler.
Hey, shout out to Shador. Oh man, but that's all the time we got today for Life in a Barrel. Reek, before we head out of here, is there any place the folks can find you on social media?
Reek.season with 2 N's on Instagram. I don't do that social one or none of that. So I don't do that. I don't get down with the get down,
Hey, I feel you. Make sure you go follow Reek at Reek.season on Instagram. And as for me, find me on all social media at town.5280. Hit me with a follow, but more importantly, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with all our shenanigans. Hit that bell to get notified when we post a new episode. And YouTube is the exclusive place to get full-length video episodes, so make sure you tune in and hit that subscribe button. Life in a Barrel also has a Instagram and TikTok account at Life in a Barrel Pod on both platforms. And if you're listening on Spotify, make sure you give us a rating. It's very much appreciated. Next time we see y'all, man, the NFL season will have wrapped up and we can turn the page and start focusing on the offseason and the moves that the Broncos need to make. Can't wait for that. For Reek, for Town, for Life in a Barrel, for Broncos Country, we'll catch y'all next week. Peace.
Life in a barrel. Life in a barrel. Life in a barrel.